All right, hello and welcome to another episode of our Douglasville Impact Community Podcast. If you're watching, this is good. You're seeing the second episode of our Quadcast, which is our quarantine social distancing format of the Douglasville Impact. So, joining us on our Quadcast today is Miss Allison Parker. Thanks for joining us. Ms. Sara with the Douglas County Chamber of Commerce, and Miss Sydney Hilderbrand from the Farmers Table. So we're gonna have some fun conversations today, talk about a little bit of the serious stuff. We're gonna get that out of the way so we can move on and have some positive fun a little bit, because I think we all need that a little bit right now. So thanks to everybody for joining us, whether you're listening or watching. We just appreciate you being here. Hopefully we can bring a little contact to everybody as they're shut in and not seeing anybody. So we're going to cover a little bit of news that we've got going on here in the city. As far as the city is concerned, nothing has changed as far as our operations much in the last week. City facilities are still closed. City employees are still working, whether the few of us are still here in the office in City Hall getting work done. A lot of us are working remotely. But in the end, all the work is still getting done. All the services are still being provided. We're just not open to the public building-wise, just like most everyone else is at this point. The big change that happened in this last week is a slight update to our parks. So our parks have all been closed. The small areas of our park that have remained accessible to the public have been our kind of sidewalks and walking trails. That's still the case, except for Hunter Park. Hunter Park is now closed. All parts of Hunter Park are closed to the public entirely, as Hunter Park has been set up by Cobb Douglas Public Health as a drive-through testing site for COVID-19. So I'm going to give a little bit of detail to that, just so everyone knows what's going on. So Cobb Douglas Public Health is coordinating that. They have testing sites set up there. That testing is happening Monday through Friday. Due to the limited number of tests, it's only happening for 1 hour a day from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And it's by appointment only. This isn't something where you can just kind of go over to Hunter Park and get a test done if you want. If you show up without an appointment, without an assigned appointment number from Cobb Douglas Public Health, they will turn you away. So the follow-up question we keep getting is, how do I get an appointment? So if you are showing symptoms, if you live in Cobb or Douglas County, you have to be a Cobb or Douglas resident. And more importantly, if you are within some of the target areas that they're prioritizing, older, pre-existing conditions, things like that. There's a lot of stipulations that you have to meet in order to be approved for testing. So your first step, if you are showing symptoms, you live in Cobb and Douglas, and you fall in one of those prioritized groups, is to contact your primary health provider, or you can call Cobb Douglas Public Health, and they will get you where you need to go as well. So we'll put some links and some phone numbers and contact information in the show note for anybody who is interested. The important part is, if you're showing symptoms, reach out to your healthcare provider, reach out to Cobb Douglas Public Health. They will get you whatever you need. They will notify the testing facility that you're coming if they send you that way. But the important part is, if you're going to Hunter Park, you need to have an appointment already. You need to have a pre-approved appointment number and everything, so you don't just go over to Hunter Park and show up and say, I want to be tested. So first step is contact your healthcare provider, contact Cobb Douglas Public Health, and they'll get you all taken care of. So that is everything. That's the big news that has changed here as it relates to COVID-19. With that, if you've been tracking test results, if you've been tracking active cases within the county, within the neighboring counties and things like that, one thing to be aware of is, now that we're testing here in the county, a lot more testing is being done here in Douglas County. That means we're going to get a slight uptick in the number of confirmed cases that we see in those daily numbers if you're tracking. So just be aware that that's probably going to come. It's not that we've got a communal outbreak or a huge spreading of the virus or anything like that. It's just that we've got more testing going on. So we'll see that probably in the next few days, just to make everybody aware. just to make sure that everyone's fully informed and aware that that may happen. It's not due to any kind of outbreak. It's strictly because we're doing more testing now. So just something to be kind of ready and prepared for. All right, so that's all the serious stuff. So we're going to move on from the serious stuff and hopefully do some more positive stuff. So next, we're going to take it to Miss Allison Parker, who for today is wearing our Chief Happiness Officer hat. She's going to bring some of the kind of more positive things that we're doing here in the city and things that are going on. So tell us all about it, Allison.
Thank you, Jason. So we just like to take a little bit of time to spotlight some of our city departments. Obviously, in today's time, everyone has had to adjust how they do business. So you've seen churches doing church virtually. You've seen businesses and organizations just all adapting. So we want to make sure you all are aware of what we have going on here in the city. So first, we want to make sure everyone knows that Spring Cleanup Week is still happening, April 27th through the 30th. For more information on that, you can visit our website, douglasvillega.gov. And we have a very detailed list of the things that we will be accepting and the things that we will not be accepting. We really want to make sure everyone knows, though, to please make sure you have your items not close, at least 6 feet away from any fixed object. So we will be using an automated trucking system to help keep our crews safe. And we don't want your mailbox. We don't want your flower bed. So there is a risk that if you have your items close to any fixed objects, they may get picked up with them, and we do not want to be responsible for those. So again, if you go to our website, douglasvillega.gov, click the government tab and go to public services, you'll see all the information for Spring Cleanup Week there.
Yeah.
And it's also on our social media pages.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity for people who have had a whole lot of trash kind of build up. And, oh dear. How about now? Oh, my lights went out.
It was kind
Maybe
of
we'll get a battery pop out here. The battery. All right, so that is an important opportunity for anybody who's got the trash building up, as everybody's locked in at home right now. Also, if you've got like recycling that's built up, because we've kind of suspended recycling pickup right now, so a lot of people may have recycling that's built up. So this is an opportunity to have that all picked up, but you want to take all that recycling and at least put it in a bag. Don't put it into your recycling bin because they're still not going to take the recycling container. But this is an opportunity to put it all into a bag, put it there next to your regular trash, and get that taken as well if you had a build up. I know we've had some people reaching out saying, hey, I've got a whole lot of stuff built up because we're not taking the recycling right now. So this is a good opportunity to take care of that as well.
Well, and people have a lot of time on their hands, so so clean it
Everybody's
out.
doing decluttering and spring cleaning too, right? Yeah. So
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, that's the battery case. Thanks.
I think they're just messing with you.
They are. All right, sorry. Allison will carry on, and I'll attend to my lighting.
Yes, and I will try to stop laughing. So next, we want to spotlight our Parks and Recs department. They have done an awesome job with really trying to keep our citizens, especially children, engaged and active during this time because obviously we all are spending a lot more time at home. So they have created the Rec at Home campaign. And information about this can be found on our website, douglasvillega.gov, or on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And Rec at Home, so every day they're pushing out new content. So we have Movement Mondays, TikTok Tuesday, What's Happening Wednesday, Trivia Thursday, and Funtastic Fridays. And just as a special treat, they took the Easter Bunny out last Friday to a neighborhood here in Douglasville and surprised a little girl who didn't know that the bunny was waiting for her. And it's the cutest thing ever. And of course, that can be found on our website and social media pages. But in addition to Rec at Home, they're also doing Rec in a Bag. So if you feel that you're not getting active, you're not doing anything, your children are watching a lot more TV or spending a lot more time on their electronics, you can go to the Parks and Recs department on our Facebook page, or you can go to our website where you can reach out to our Parks and Rec department, submit your neighborhood, and they'll be making visits. Wow, I have a tree kind of moving in my background. Where they'll be making visits to your home, and they'll drop off about 50 bags that have jump ropes, arts and crafts, coloring books, anything you could think of, just something to keep you active at home. And so that's our Rec in a Bag program. So kudos to Travis Landrum and Chris Bass and their entire Parks and Rec department. And then we also like to spotlight our Main Street under our community development. They're doing a special promotion called Gift Card Love, where they're encouraging our residents to visit their favorite restaurants here in downtown Douglasville or Douglasville as a whole and purchase gift cards to use for later. So Hudson's, Fabiano's, Gabe's, Gumbo's, all those great places, Sweet Southern. And then Keep Douglasville Beautiful on their Facebook group page is pushing out green tips for sustainable living just about every day. So of course, you're at home more, so that means you're accumulating more waste. And so they're trying to get people more, just now is a great time to start how you can live a little bit cleaner. So kudos to them as well.
Awesome. Yeah, see, that's fun stuff. And I think I've got my lights all figured out. I don't like the fluorescent lighting in the office. It just kind of bugs my eyes. So, all right. So thank you, Allison, for all the cool stuff the Parks specifically has going on. That's fun stuff. You'll be seeing a lot more of that coming across the social media as we do more of the Rec in a Bag, be visiting some more neighborhoods and having some fun. So that's good stuff. All right, so next, let's go. Let's see, I'm not sure where everyone is on your screen. So Sarah's down here for me. Let's go with Sara next.
You're here.
And talk about, oh, I'm over here. Okay. Let's see what all the fun stuff that the chamber has going on. You guys haven't stopped working. You guys have kicked everything up a gear. What's going on. So tell us what all you guys are doing for our local business.
Yeah, sure. So I think that the easiest way to say what's been going on in chamber world is that we're in business for your business. And that looks very different for everybody right now. So one of the things that we've been doing since this all started a month ago is something we call it our business impact survey. And so about every 10 days, we're sending out an updated version of the survey to gain a pulse on what our businesses needs, right? I can assume I know, but that doesn't mean it's right. For every business, it's different. So if you have a small business in Douglasville or any business in Douglasville, then please just go on our website and take that survey. It just helps us be able to craft our programming and identify needs so that we can best work with you. So on that note, we have rolled out a variety of different programs and initiatives. Gone are the days of our face-to-face networking events and seminars, and we basically have put everything online. So we have at least once a day something going on virtually. So we have 2 virtual networking events. We have one Tuesday morning, and a lot of our events are the same every week. So that way we're not having to move dates around. You just know Tuesdays at 10 is our morning mingle networking event. We do a virtual happy hour on Thursdays. We do a nonprofit roundtable on Thursday mornings, which was great. We had our first one last week. We had like 26 nonprofits in. They obviously have a different niche of needs. So we go with them on that. And then Friday mornings, myself and Todd Andisi with the Small Business Development Center do a small business roundtable on virtually. And that's a really interesting one because there's so many financial options that are out there. If you're talking temporary unemployment, there's so many different questions and a lot of people don't know the answers. But if you get a group of businesses together, chances are, and what we've discovered is that somebody in that group has gone through the process or somebody knows the answer to the question. So between Todd, who is the guru at all things small business, and myself and just talking with different businesses, we usually can answer most questions that come into that group. So that's been a very big thing. We're also doing at least one webinar a week, and those change. So this week, we're actually doing a pre-recorded training with Fame Internet Marketing, and that rolls out on our Facebook page today. And it's just marketing tips on how to get through this time. So virtual everything is kind of our jam lately. We've also stepped up our presence on our social media platforms. So obviously our chamber Facebook page has tons of information, but we've actually rolled out 2 other pages over the last couple of weeks. So one of them is called Elevate Douglas. And we've been working, Allison is very familiar with that one. And so we are working on sharing positive, good news about the initiatives that people are doing in our community, people partnering, businesses partnering, nonprofits, working together, just feel good, inspirational stories. And we actually have a contest on that page now where you can win $100. So be sure to check out Elevate Douglas. Yeah. And all you have to do is post your favorite inspirational quote by, is it the 15th? Is it the 15th, Allison? Yeah. You're muted. We'll get it. I don't remember I think it's the 15th. So you just go on there and post that. And again, share any feel-good stories that you have that are going on. Okay. Is it the 15th?
I can't remember. I think it's either today or the 15th.
I think it's the 15th. I think it's anyway.
I was like, why is everybody just looking at me?
We're going to go with the 15th.
Yeah.
I'm in charge of the chamber and I'm changing it. You can adapt. So we have that page going up. The other one is that, we have so many restaurants and businesses that are still open and are doing all of these, new initiatives, programs, curbside. So we created a page called on Facebook called Douglas County To Go. And we have people just pouring information into there on, what lunch specials we have. Yeah. Sydney knows all about some Douglas County To Go. If they're doing pickup or even retail businesses, if they're doing curbside pickup for, Meryl Norman Cosmetics. I know they did a fashion show the other day and we live streamed that on there. So it's a great resource for anybody in the community to go to kind of check out what, who's in business and how they're doing business. So it's been pretty cool. And the last one I want to talk about is an initiative that we are doing in partnership with the Douglas County Economic Development Authority, and it's our Douglas Strong Relief Fund. And what that is it's a win-win in my world. So we are fundraising. We are taking donations from anybody that wants to give it, and you can give $5, you can give $50, you can give $500, and we're using that money to pay local or Douglas County restaurants to cater and provide food to our hospital healthcare workers. It's about 520 employees at Wellstar Douglas Hospital that we're feeding every day. So it's a great initiative. It supports our local restaurants, gives them business, gives them the opportunity to let their employees have work to do. And then it's also supporting our healthcare, our frontline healthcare heroes, as they are facing something that nobody has ever encountered. So you can go, and I'm sure we'll have comments or something on here, but you can just go to our website for any of that information and more. It's douglascountygeorgia.com. And and we love to feed the healthcare workers, something I never thought I'd be doing. So so that's kind of it. I guess the main thing that, to bring a little bit of happiness, as Allison said, and positivity to this is that I've been so impressed with our business community and how innovative and creative and outside of the box, people are being to keep their business going. And that's something that we should all be super proud of. And I know a perfect example is she's down here for me, but Miss Sydney from our table, I know that they've been doing some awesome, she's there for you. Yeah. So I think that's all that I have. Nothing.
That's awesome.
We're not busy.
Yeah. That's just a couple of things you got going on. And like you said, that's a great segue because, yes, all the businesses have kind of stepped up because they're wanting to figure out a way to reformulate their business. But it's also a service and support to the community because they still have stuff that the community needs while we're shut in. And we still got to eat. We still got to get supplies and stuff. So the small businesses are stepping up to make sure that happens. So one of the great examples of that we've got right here for me is Miss Cindy Hilderbrand from the Farmer's Table. And you guys have all kinds of cool things that you've done to adapt your format to really help continue to provide for the community. So tell us a little bit about what you guys have going on over at Farmer's Table.
Yes, so I don't know if y'all know, we already delivered our breakfast and lunch cafe items. So we delivered within a 4-mile radius. People loved it. We were really busy for lunch. But when all of this started, everybody's staying home. And we were like, now what do we do? Like, people need groceries, and we are a grocery store. And I don't think people saw us as a grocery store beforehand, just kind of a little like tomato store, produce market. But now we've kind of elevated that to be a grocery store. So we took our online delivery platform and kind of just scrambled and threw everything that we had online. So it's a little unorganized and we're still working on it. We always have wanted to put our groceries and our freezer meals on our website so people could order online, but we just didn't really have the technology or the skills or really like the ability to manage it all, because it's all like manual. Nothing's automatic. So it's all manual. So we didn't have the ability to do that. So we were kind of just taking our time. We wanted to do it the right way. So we hadn't made that transfer yet to be online. Well, when COVID-19 hit, we were like, okay, we got to do it right now in 1 hour. It's time. And so we did. I mean, it took about 2 hours and we had our groceries. We just scrambled to get everything we could online. Some of it doesn't make sense. If you see anything wrong with the app, shoot me a text, message us. We have people all the time, they call and they're like, I'm trying to order online, but I don't see nutritional yeast. I'm like, okay, yeah, give me 2 minutes. I'll add it to the website for you. You can just add it to your cart. Like, we got it. So we are actively, like literally actively on the floor working with our produce. You know, every time tomatoes come in, okay, tomatoes are back on the website. We sold out of lasagna. Take lasagna off the website. Okay, we've got this in. So it's hectic over here, but it has kept us alive. Like, it is the only reason that we have been able to stay in business. And so we do plan to upgrade our technology when things can settle down a little bit. But right now we're working with what we have. All of our groceries, so our fresh produce, vegetables, fruit, all fresh produce is on our website. All of our freezer meals that people love, freezer meals and freezer soups are on our website. We've added like rice and beans and grains and trail mix and chocolate covered almonds onto the website as well. So it is kind of like when you're in the grocery store and you're buying it per pound. People have struggled a little bit with that, purchasing per pound. So they don't really know how much they're going to get with a pound. And we're just working with what we can. So you get a pound for X amount. You'll see that on there. We have our homemade pimento cheese and guacamole and salsa and chicken salad. Those are top sellers. Yeah, so those are available by the pound and they fly. I mean, they fly off the shelf. And I don't know about y'all's quarantine, but a lot of people are eating chips and salsa and guacamole because we cannot keep it in stock. It's the best problem to have. So we're working with it. We're so grateful for how many people are choosing to shop with us. You know, there's tons of grocery stores.
Yeah. It's not an easy thing to do, is to take your whole business model and shift it online real quick. Yeah. In a couple of hours. So yeah, it's a logistical kind of nightmare. And I think people are being a little bit understanding right this. They understand that, you know, small businesses are doing all kinds of things to go out of the way to make the services available so that people can still get what they need. So I think people are being a little more understanding of the technology, especially right now. And that's what's great. And we understand that people are trying, people are making the efforts. The small businesses are trying to do all they can to still be social distancing compliant and still get you what you need.
Well, and they're so nice. Like, they're so nice to us. And they'll call and, hey, it's not a big deal, but I think I was supposed to have this in my grocery bag. And we're just like, they're like, we're not mad. It's okay. Like, I'm so sorry. No, it's okay. Thank you so much. And so they're so nice to us. And we've been able, you know, there are things like toilet paper that people have been out of. So we sell toilet paper. We've had to take towels. Like, we're like, what do we have in stock that people want and what people need? And a lot of things, like, we've been able to kind of hang in with the big stores because a lot of the big box stores, they have specific distributors that they get their stuff from. Like, they have to order their milk and their eggs and their cheese from one spot. Like, that's what they're used to. So all of the Sam's Clubs are out of milk because all of the Sam's Club's distributor is out of milk. That's a Sam's Club issue. So we are small business. We can buy things from wherever we want. We have tons of different distributors of produce and where we can get milk and cheese and meat and eggs. And we, you know, all of the large grocery stores aren't purchasing from those distributors. So we have the ability to go on a smaller scale and get the food and get the necessities that people want and what they need. And so people are shocked that we have things in stock. Like, yeah, we got rice. Come on over. We got rice. So we got toilet paper. We got paper towels. Aloe vera gel. I think we sold aloe vera gel 2 weeks ago. Sold out in one day. There's no more, but we had it. So we are trying to adjust with what people want and add things that people are wanting to make their own hand sanitizer. And, you know, people want chicken right now. So we've got chicken in our kitchen. We'll package it for you. We'll throw it together. And a lot of our requests have just been, you know, personal requests. Hey, I want this and this and this. Okay, cool. Yeah, we can do that for you. No problem. So
yeah,
it's been great.
It's crazy because it seemed kind of random week to week what the item is that's the in-demand thing. So, and what we found is typically if you need to find something, you can find it somewhere. Like you said, just because one place is out, another place is a different supplier and they have it. But week to week, when Lacey and I go to the grocery store, there's typically one thing that for some reason is gone. Like one week we couldn't find black beans anywhere, just a can of black beans. I don't know why. It's random. Like at one week. This week I think it's cream of chicken soup. Lacey couldn't find anywhere. I don't know why. I don't know why this week that's the item, but it seems like randomly each week there's some item that you just can't find. I don't know why. It doesn't make necessary sense.
You should try Farmer's Table. You should go
try Farmer's Table for my cream of chicken soup.
Well, I can definitely speak to Farmer's Table's customer service. I think Sydney and I were messaging on Facebook last Monday night because I was like, oh my gosh, I meant to do delivery and I clicked pickup. She's like, no, it's fine. We got you. I'll fix it. Or have this. I forgot to add it to my order. So they've been great. And they did like Easter baskets.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. So I found, I'm just scrolling on Facebook and there are so many local businesses too that people who are already online, they didn't sell in a store. So we found a girl that we partnered with. She did the DIY cookie kits. And people with children are kind of going a little stir crazy and need something to do. And so I saw her post on Marketplace and I sent her a direct message and I was like, hey, I think I could sell your stuff in my store. I need you to come close to my store. And it was like 10 o'clock at night. And she was like, yeah, okay. And so the next morning she brought 40 and was sold out in 2 hours.
Wow.
Like, I don't,
wow.
yeah, it's crazy. And it's just being able to partner with local businesses. I know too, we're partnering with Hog Wild right now. So they are half a mile from our location, which gives us kind of an easy proximity to be able to work with them. So you can purchase Hog Wild barbecue, salad. They have like a super salad. They have hickory fries on there. You can purchase it for lunch or for dinner. And so you order it through our platform. You just add it to your grocery list. And then when we see the order come through, we're like, hey, wait, we need a family 4-pack with a sweet tea by this time. And he's like, okay, got it. And we just all kind of work together. And sometimes Hog Wild will take our deliveries and we'll take Hog Wild's deliveries. And it's been a great little like community, but that's what you need. Like, that's what we need right now with all these small businesses working together. Like we're all in the same boat. So we get it. And we'd love to partner with more. If y'all can think of people or if you have anybody that would easily be able to kind of funnel products through us. Because we do have a platform. We do have a following. I know right now we're doing like Janet's goat milk soap. So she's out of Carrollton. We sell her online. We are working with other Georgia brands. But we are open. We've just brought on a candle company that's out in Wadalley, Alabama. So they did our hand sanitizer. They're also going to do our candles. But we are looking to partner with more local businesses and help be a funnel for our local businesses because we do have the advantage of grocery. So we're essential. We can stay open. We are open for people to come in and shop too, which a lot of people don't really get that. They'll call half of our calls. Are you open? Can I come inside? We're like, yeah, you can come in. So, and then we have other people, the moms will come in and just say, oh, I had a grocery pickup. And I'm like, okay, well, you can call us when you're in the parking lot and just let us know that you're here. And she's like, oh, no, I had to come inside. I just wanted to get out of my house.
I just needed to see people.
Push a buggy around a store and then get in your car. We're here for you. You can do that.
Whoever thought we would be getting dressed up to go to like the grocery store. I'm like, oh, I can go to the grocery store. I have to
Yes, yeah.
People getting dressed up to take their trash out at this point, right?
I mean, for me, it's like half dressed up. Like dress team
That's awesome. That's awesome. So,
Yeah.
like, I think that's great. Yeah, it's definitely great how all the different small businesses and stuff are coming together and working together. And even, like I said, it's just everybody's just in a really positive, kind of friendly mindset right now. When they're out there, they are being helpful and they're very understanding of the situation. So it's, people are just being really nice right now. So it's a good time for that. So. So we appreciate all that you are doing over at the Farmers Table and to help support the community and all that Sara is doing with all the small businesses and our business community to help support. So what about you guys personally? So we're here in this quarantine time. So just on a more positive note, what are you guys doing at home just to have fun and stay busy during this time?
Well, so we have 4 kids and they are ranging from 21 to 6. So I'm very lucky that
out of the Ray house. Yeah.
Yeah. So for the little guy, I have constant babysitters, but we've just been, I don't know, we've been playing lots of games. We started watching a show on Netflix with the big kids. And I don't know, my favorite thing, Avery and I have been doing, we'll go on a walk in the mornings usually, and we'll do scavenger hunts. So we've been doing a bunch of those. I might have bribed him yesterday with jelly beans to get our pace going. Wander, all that. So we've been doing, different. We did a rainbow scavenger hunt yesterday. So we found different color things, but whatever it takes. But
nice.
Spend a lot of time outside.
What shows have you decided to binge with on Netflix there with it?
Oh, I don't think I can say it on a podcast. Something Creek.
We talked about Ozark on the last episode a lot, so.
Something Creek.
Got ya. So it's on Netflix.
And we're watching Ozarks too. Brian and I are watching Ozark, the 3rd season.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
What about board games? What board games have you guys broken out of the closet?
Okay, so our favorite right now, remember Avery, my son is 6, so we play Mario Uno. I don't even know how many times. So we play that a lot. Guess Who is another favorite. We've been doing puzzles, but I don't know. I'm saying that like I'm looking like phase 10 is right here on the couch.
Nice.
Almost half of our household likes phase 10. The others kind of talk through it. I know.
We've been playing a lot of phase 10. Yeah. And yesterday we broke out. So I have a great aunt that was very specific in her gifting to us when we were pregnant. She said, I'm going to give you this money, but you are to only purchase a little red wagon.
Oh.
So yesterday we broke out the little red wagon for my daughter and she absolutely loved it. I mean, she just kind of sat in there like a little queen while her daddy just rolled her up and down the driveway. So things we probably wouldn't have done without quarantine right now. So
nice. What about you, Cindy? Are you actually going home or are you just living at the store, making sure everybody's taken care of in the store?
I am pretty much living at the store. No, I am going home and I have family at home. I have a son, which, they don't understand. Like, don't touch my face. They don't want me. So they don't get it. So it is there have been some challenges, and with all of our staff too, all of our staff is facing the public every single day. And when all of this started, we gave our staff the option, if you don't feel comfortable working in public, that's okay. Like, you will still have a job, then that's okay. And you just let us know and you can take 2 weeks off. And so we have employees, step up and say, I've got family, I've got kids, I'm not comfortable in public, and that's okay. And so we've allowed them to stay home. With that, though, we've now had to hire a whole bunch of new people because the grocery stores have been so crazy. So we've had to hire a bunch of new staff who have been thrown into the store at a much faster pace than they usually would be thrown into. And we're so gracious, for the people that have come to us and they're like, okay, I need to work. I want to work for you, and I'm here and I'm ready. And we're like, okay, here's a t-shirt. Thank you for coming. So we've been able to hire. I mean, we've got a fantastic team right now. And despite the circumstances of what made them come to us, we've got a fantastic team. And I know that once all of this calms down and settles down, our our employees that have not felt so comfortable in public, they will come back. And we have some employees that are wearing masks and they are working in rooms by themselves. So y'all see I'm in the sweet shop right now. Our sweet shop is closed. It's not open right now, but we have allowed employees that are not comfortable being around other staff. Like they still want to work. They're just not really comfortable around other staff. They're allowed to work over here by themselves. And so we've moved some of the operation over to the sweet shop. I'm in a little corner right now, but they're back in the kitchen or they're in the gathering room. They're able to get that distant, like social distancing at work and still be able to come to work. And so that's been a big part of our operation as well. Is just making sure that our staff is safe at work and when they go home. And, you know, I get home and I'm having to change my clothes and wash my face and wash my hands and spray me down. And a lot of people are doing that. You know, you get the lights on and spray them down. And it's kind of just how our employees are living right now when they get home. So they're gracious for jobs and they're gracious to have, you know, work and have a paycheck. And so we are doing everything that we can to work with them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to take some adjustment once we get through all this.
Yeah.
Adjusting back from the new normal to the old normal or whatever version of normal we get back to. I'm kind of happy with staying with some of this because we're pretty much staying home a lot, which is fine by me. We're playing board games, which is fine by me. We're watching a lot of movies, which is fine with me.
I miss people. Like I miss people. And I'm a hugger. Like I miss my friends.
Not anymore, you're not.
And you know we're gonna go back to like the new normal, and it's gonna be one of those like, do we fist elbow?
Right.
Are you a hugger? Like how do you go?
Well, and
with tap.
Yeah. With this kind of being the new normal too, we kind of have the mindset of it is the new normal. We do not plan like what we have online now will stay online. And we've had so many people are like, man, this is so convenient. I'm like, I know. You didn't even have to come in and grocery shop. Like, I'll never go back. Like, why would I go back? I've saved 3 hours grocery shopping and I got it from one place. And we do plan. So we will upgrade our technology. We are working with that. But we do plan to keep the bulk of our business online, available for delivery and pickup. They're curbside. So that is something we've kind of accepted is going to be the new norm. So we're going to adjust with that. And people, if they continue to order online, then it will remain our new business model. So
yeah, I think a lot of small businesses who are kind of toying with the idea of online, maybe this has kind of pushed them to that step and like, oh yeah, this is great. Or even the ones who had established the stores that had established online ordering and online pickup and drive-through pickup and delivery and stuff, but maybe weren't sure if the public was really buying into it. And now the public has kind of had to jump in and buy into it. So it's kind of pushed those kind of business formats into the forefront. So it's kind of helped with those areas, and that probably will stick around. I think we're going to see kind of some of this stuff that's been forced on us kind of stick around beyond it, like you were talking about, and people are gonna like the things that they found in our quarantine time and want to stick with some of them. Definitely. Some of them. Some people are going to still want to go back out and interact with a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, or even virtual meetings. Like, you have a lot of people that have been hesitant about meeting like we are, and then when you have no choice but to meet like this,
figure it out.
Everybody figures it out. It's amazing. They're like, I don't do technology. And then when you don't have a choice, you do technology.
Technology.
We are. Yeah.
We've been shocked with the amount of elderly folks that we've had place an order online. What? They ordered online? Like they paid and they ordered and we delivered it to them and they got it. And it's an easy platform. And if you're for other small businesses too, if you're thinking I don't really know if people are going to do the online thing, they will.
They will. Especially right now. Now's the time to jump into it because we're looking for it.
Well, and also having your phone lines open too. So that's a big thing with us. We do, because we started as a tomato store, you do have, the older men who are like, what's the price of tomatoes at Food Depot? And what's the price of Publix? And what's the price at Farmer's Table? And they save 10 cents on a tomato. So we do have them. They're obviously not going to go online and order their groceries. But we've had our phone lines open. So a lot of people, we've been getting a lot of calls. I'm a senior citizen. I can't drive. I don't have a card. I only use cash. Can I get groceries? You know, absolutely. If you call, I do feel like if you call the big box stores and you just want to process your payment over the phone, or you want somebody to show up at your house and accept cash, they're not going to do that. They're not going to answer, like kind of give you the time of day over the phone, because they are fast paced too. Like they've been crazy too. But we have people where they'll call and we're writing, okay, I want 1 head of lettuce. We're like, okay, what else would you like? Okay, what else would you like? And then we could give them a call back and we tell them their total. Let's say it's $68 and they want to pay cash. So we take change with us. We deliver it to their house. They pay us in cash and we go back to the store and process everything in the store. But we've been able to kind of get more of a closer knit community that way as well, because they can order groceries. If they're disabled, if they can't drive, if they don't have a debit card, if they don't have cash, if they don't have whatever, they are not able to get here and get to the store, use the internet or use online, we're still available for those people as well. So that has helped us a lot in all of this too, for sure.
That's awesome.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Totally love it. Yeah, we've implemented some of the things that I'm hoping to keep around after the quarantine at our house, like takeout Tuesdays. We do one of the local restaurants or something that's doing their family meal deals or something like that at least every Tuesday. Tonight it's Eli's turn to pick, so I don't know what we'll have tonight, but it'll be from one of the local restaurants. We're doing pizza night every Thursday. So I like those things. We can keep those. I'm fine with that. So definitely some items will hopefully stick around after we get through it. But well, that probably far surpassed the time we actually had for the show. Steve's probably back there. But as long as we're having fun, I think it's fine. So I appreciate you guys coming out and talking about all the things we do have going on in the community. Thanks to our happiness officer for keeping us all positive. Thanks to Sara making sure all of our small businesses are taken care of. And thanks to Cindy for making sure everybody is taken care of with all of their needs. So everybody go on and check out Farmer's Table online, or go check them out in person if you want to go visit, just see some faces. They are open. All right, so we're going to have links to everything in the show notes below for all the information we've talked about. So check that out. Continue to visit us online. Follow our social media to keep up with all the fun stuff that we're trying to do during this time, and all the important information as well that the city's trying to put out. So thank you guys for all joining us on the screen. Thank you to everyone who is listening and watching from home. And we'll see you next time on Douglasville Impact. Thanks.